Florida, I am about to excoriate you guys yet again. I hope you guys can Google search that word, find out what excoriate means, because it deserves every bit of the words that I'm about to speak on this wild and crazy story. Look at the title. Before we get into the details, let me give you guys a disclaimer about my content before we get into the details. Some viewers may find the following content offensive and controversial. The information in this video comes from multiple sources, including court records, official police charges, news web articles, and interviews. This video commentary also contains my personal opinions about the facts of this story. The point is to use this story as a cautionary tale in hopes of preventing tragedies like these to children going forward. Viewer discretion is advised. That is your official disclaimer. You guys know exactly what my favorite source for news is. It is lawandcrime.com. That is where this is coming from. So thank you. Shout out to Law and Crime. Y'all have got to subscribe to their channel as well. They do great content over there. Florida, y'all are taking a major L. A 29-year-old Florida mother apparently was set off. She got in her feels. She got in her emotions and acted emotionally behind some spilled shampoo inside of her car, and she faces a felony neglect and abuse case after she allegedly retaliated against her 1-year-old baby. Her 1-year-old daughter, by throwing her daughter out of a moving car, or at least throwing her daughter out of a car in Hialeah at night, and drove away, and then she made a U-turn and came back to try to actually get her child because some people saw what happened and they went to save the little girl. And the mom showed just how ignorant. I wish it didn't depict how ignorant how our people can be sometimes. I'm just going to tell y'all, I've seen other races of people behave in some strange ways. But I've seen too many times when black people, specifically our women, behave like this. I will say that. Well, it's not all. Y'all want to get in your goddamn feelings? Fine. That's fine. But I'm going to tell this story, and I'm going to tell you. The smile on this woman's face will tell y'all that something is wrong with this heifer, okay? Now, the charges against the person by the name of Tashay, Tassshhay. Of course, that's a hood ghetto name that means nothing. Tashay Chelsea Mills, 29 years old, do not represent her first brush with the law, as court records reviewed by Law and Crime from recent years show several other cases. I repeat, several other cases. But she still gets to be a parent? Several other cases involving things like theft, assault, and probation violations. Hashtag when you date thugs, you date death. When you impregnate thugs, you impregnate death. That's going to have to be a new hashtag. Anyway, in her latest criminal case stemming from an incident near Northwest 37th Avenue and Northwest 54th Street at 8:30 p.m. on September the 5th, so it's about 20 days ago, Tashay had been ordered to stay away from her child upon posting a $7,500 bond in Miami-Dade court. The alleged facts of the case began to emerge a day after the incident when a missing persons alert went out and investigators searched for the child, Mills, at a 2016 Chevrolet Malibu. Though that missing persons alert was canceled when the 1-year-old was found safe, Mills went on to be arrested. Now, according to Hialeah, and I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong, I think it's Hialeah Police Department, a woman who was inside Mills' car at the time said that the girl spilled shampoo in the back seat of the car, and this is what sparked the suspect's angry response. Mills allegedly hit her 1-year-old. If that wasn't already bad enough, she struck the child. She hit the child. And then pushed the baby out of the car onto the asphalt, prompting stunned nearby witnesses to leap into action, which is the picture that you guys see here. So basically, this child spilled, children get into stuff, they spill things, it happens. Again, I tell you guys, if y'all are not ready for children to get into things, to spill things, to write on things, to have potty training accidents, to do things that all babies do, then you should not be a parent and you should not have children. Why do you guys think that with a woman with a face this bad, her face looks like a tree stump that somebody carved eyeballs, a nose, and a mouth onto? I just could not imagine what man decided that, I want to get aroused by this. Maybe I was just bored. Maybe I couldn't find a hole in the ground to stick my junk in, but I guess this will do. I don't understand it. If you don't want to be a parent, then why do you have children? You know why they have children? Aha, like Relationship Rehab say, aha. Even though he got that off a movie, but I got it from Relationship Rehab. You know why they have these kids? Because they have this thing on the AFC hashtag. What do we call it? Hashtag babies for benefits. This woman only, she's a career criminal, only has multiple cases, only had this little girl, not because she wanted to create a legacy and give this child the dream of having a better life than her mother had. Oh, no, 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 no. That ain't it, peoples. That ain't it. She had this child to collect benefits off of this child, in my humble opinion, and that is what we call babies for benefits. Don't matter whether it be Section 8 food stamps, car vouchers, which is probably the car that she's driving in, whether it be child support, whether it be for Medicare, Medicaid, whatever you want to call it, or just some attention. Oh, everybody loves a newborn baby and the attention that you get with that, and you spoil them with the gifts for the first 6 months of their life. And then there's that little lull between the 6-month period and the 12-month period that the mother might feel some type of way because now she's not getting the same type of support or the same type of attention. And now you have to start dealing with reality of having an actual human being that you have to take care of and be responsible for. Right? Right. Children are going to do these things, and you don't beat them through it. You do not hit them through it. You do not curse them through it. When children spill things, pee on things, or break things, you love them through it and you teach them. Here, not here. Right? You love them through it. You teach them through it. She hit her child. Then she pushed her child onto the street and drove off. After that, people saw what happened, and you know what they did? Thank you. Say, I'm preaching it. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for listening. I really hope that y'all listen, really, really hear. I really hope so. People saw what happened. They jumped into action, and there was a lady in specific, the one that you guys just saw on the screen. Let me see if I can get her back up here. She rushed to this baby's aid because the baby was hurt. This woman picked up the child right here to be her guardian angel. Oh, I wish this were me instead of this woman. You're about to find out why here in a minute. So she leaped into action and picked up the baby to try to protect her. WPLG interviewed a witness, also a mother, who encountered the suspect after rescuing the baby. She told the ABC local affiliate, or the ABC affiliate, She was more in shock than anything and is thanking God that me and my boyfriend were there that night. The witnesses told police that she and her boyfriend were in a car behind Mills when they saw the 1-year-old pushed onto the road. So this sounds like an actual busy street. The girl was reportedly bleeding from the head. Okay? This is all over Shampoo. I don't care if this daughter spilled shampoo all over the car. I don't care if she spilled shampoo inside your transmission and you got to go replace your $5,000, $10,000 transmission. I don't care if she put it in your engine and now your engine is ruined. I don't care if this little girl put it inside your mouth and now you're in the hospital getting your stomach pumped. I don't care if this little girl put shampoo inside of the dog bowl and the dog ate shampoo and now the dog is probably about to be on his way out of here. You don't do this to a baby. You know why? Because that's what babies do. Plain and simple. Can somebody post that in the chat? That's what babies do. This woman allegedly drove away erratically, drove away from her bleeding, injured child, and then she made a U-turn back to the spot where the child was helped. You know why she made a U-turn? Because she realized that it was some people over there that didn't look like her skin color that was over there giving much needed aid to that child, helping that child. And I guess this woman felt offended. Now her pride gets into play, right? So what she did was she circled back around, she bent the block, came back, and she started cussing at this woman. And she went at the woman who picked up her child and tried to snatch the child out of her hands. Y'all have got to hear this. She said, okay, I'm not giving this baby. I'm not giving you this baby. This is the witness. This is the witness that picked up the child, the Good Samaritan. Just before the suspect said, that's my baby, and she grabbed the child and took her and walked out of view of the camera. She said, and then the woman who had the little girl tried to save her. She said, oh my God, you guys need to come. The witness shouted while on her phone. She effing snatched the baby out of my hands. So she's on the phone with the police. Yo, she's all effed up. The baby is all effed up. The witness boyfriend yelled out, you're tripping. After Mills was taken into custody by the Miramar Police Department, WPLG reported the mother Mills, claimed that she did not push the girl out of the car, but removed her to clean the seat. She threw the little girl out of the car, causing her to bleed and be traumatized, and said that she did that so she could clean her seat out. So you threw the little girl out on the street, you drove off, and then came back to clean your car? Let me ask even a more practical question. Why does that car matter more than your daughter's life? Yeah, thank you, Cap. That's Cap. Put a ball cap in the chat, please. That is Cap. Not only is that Cap, but that's actually a very interesting thing that I hope they use against her in court, that she said if she's admitting to throwing the little girl out of the car because she wanted to clean her car, which means she cares more about her car than she does her daughter, and she's a career criminal, so you would also have to think, then how does she have custody of this child? How does she get to continue to be a parent? When you care more about a car, which I'm pretty damn sure that shampoo is not going to hurt your car. Your car probably does need to be shampoo. Take it to a detailer, and guess what they're going to put inside your car? They're going to shampoo it and vacuum it. Maybe you probably needed to clean the goddamn car. Maybe the little girl was so smart, being a 1-year-old baby, that she realized this car is dirty and we need to use shampoo to clean the car. But you can't fix stupid. Stupid is the stupid thugs. The mother is scheduled to be arraigned at 9 a.m. on October the 10th next month for court. So maybe we can post that. Maybe she'll give us some more information and maybe come up with another cockamamie ass story about why she threw her daughter on the concrete and then got mad that somebody tried to help her little girl and then tried to take her daughter back. Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without the authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use. It is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107. I know I've said a lot and you might disagree, but you can help this channel to spread these stories so more people can hear about what's going on with our babies. Please hit that thumbs up. Leave a comment. Let's get it.
3-year-old Josephina, known to...
All right, we got the right videos up here. Here we go.
And only on Local 10 tonight, we're hearing from the Good Samaritan who jumped in to save a toddler after she fell out of a car, and that baby's mother then yanking her out of her arms. Local 10's Christian De La Rosa has the exclusive now from Hialeah.
This woman tells us she found the baby bloody and covered in gravel. She's speaking to us. She doesn't want to share her name, but can you imagine if she hadn't been there at the right place at the right time?
Hey, are you okay? It's okay. I'm gonna sit down. Come here.
Everything just happened so quickly. I guess God was on our side that night.
Speaking to Local 10 News, the Good Samaritan who may have saved a baby girl's life in Hialeah.
She was bleeding. She was really hurt. She was very out of it.
Hello, I need you to come. I need you to come.
The woman calling 911 after picking up the small child off the ground near Northwest 54th Street and 37th Avenue in Hialeah Thursday. Police say the 1-year-old came out of...
She says she fell out of the car, fell out of her seat, fell out of her seat belt. And I guess what? The car put itself in drive and the mother drove off and did a U-turn and came back. That was the car's, self-park feature malfunctioning.
A moving car. The mother later shows up.
That is my baby. Okay, but she... Oh my God! I need you guys to come.
The first thing I thought that was going to come out of her mouth was, oh my God, my baby.
One kind of child abuse.
The baby's mother, 29-year-old...
Oh my God!
later shows up.
That is my baby. Okay, but she... Oh my God! I need...
Police say the 1-year-old came out
I
of...
want y'all to look at how she grabs this child. And black people, if y'all are listening, y'all can relate to this. Y'all can relate to this. Y'all either have experienced this or y'all have seen other black people who have treated their little children like this. Grabbed them like they were freaking like objects. Like you grabbing a purse, like you grabbing a jacket, like you grabbing your cell phone. The way that she grabbed her, thank you. She grabbed her like she was property. Y'all remember when I said babies for benefits? She don't look at this as a human being. She looked at this little girl as her property.
A moving car. The mother later shows up.
That is my
She shows up and grabbed her property. You see that? That thing belongs to me. She grabbed this little baby like a cell phone.
The mother later shows up.
That is my baby. Okay, but she... Oh my God! I need you guys to come.
The first thing I thought that was going to come out of her mouth was, oh my God, my baby.
One kind of child abuse.
The baby's mother, 29-year-old Tashay Mills, in court Wednesday.
One count of child neglect.
Authorities accusing Mills.
She's practically 30 years old. What y'all gonna say? She was young. You don't know what she was going through. Her mental illness, what she went through when she was a baby. We've always known she had mental issues. She was on drugs. She was drunk. She was on heroin. She was homeless. Y'all don't know what she was going through. She had a bad day today. She got fired from her job. Her boyfriend left her. I'm trying to think. What are some other excuses? Can y'all give me some more excuses, please? I'm trying to think of some more. I don't know. Somebody looked at her the wrong way. Road rage. I don't know. Any excuse.
Of doing something unthinkable.
So she pushed the victim.
She was going through, thank you. She was going through postpartum depression, y'all. Postpartum. Y'all don't know about her postpartum, y'all. Mental illness and postpartum mixed together. post illness, partum mental.
Authorities accusing Mills of doing something unthinkable.
So she pushed the victim out of the car because she spilled shampoo in the car.
Child neglect, child abuse, hurting kids when they don't know any better. It's sad. Like, kids don't deserve that. They don't know any better.
I'm going to tell y'all like this. She's lucky that it wasn't me that picked up that angel. Because I can guarantee you this. I got to look into the camera when I say this. The way that she snatched that baby from that woman, you wouldn't have got that baby from me. You wouldn't have got that baby from me. As a matter of fact, I probably would have put her on her ass, if you understand what I'm saying. I would have put you on your butt. I would have put that alleged mother on her butt, and she better hope to God that she would have stayed there on that ground until the police got there. To do that to a little child. Oh, I would put my freedom on the line to save a baby. I guarantee you that. Not to say I'm not encouraging people to break the law, but what I'm saying is to defend a child to some level of extent, like maybe a civil charge or something like that, not a criminal charge. I don't want y'all to be no criminals, but I think y'all understand what I'm saying. You wouldn't have snatched that baby from me. That wouldn't have happened. That wouldn't have happened until the police got there.
So the baby is under the care of the state. As far as the mother, if and when she's able to bond out of jail, the judge has ordered no contact with her child.
And somehow she got $7,500 bail. She bailed out, just so y'all know.
And on to a missing child alert that was issued for a 1-year-old baby after a shocking scene in Hialeah.
A Good Samaritan called 911 to say that she saw someone throw the baby from a moving car. That Good Samaritan rescued the little girl, but then...
Okay, so I didn't make that up. They said, the news said a moving car. So I'm going to put that in the title, that this woman threw her child out of a moving car. How the hell do you even do that? Threw her daughter out of a moving car.
To say that she saw someone throw the baby from a moving car. That Good Samaritan rescued the little girl, but then surveillance video shows the baby's mom snatching the toddler from her arms and taking off.
And let's get right to Local 10's Rush Lowe live in Hialeah with the very latest for us tonight. Rush?
Can you even imagine being this woman? She's driving along in Hialeah. The next thing you know, she says she sees this baby falling out of a car. She rushes in.
And on to a missing child alert that was issued for a 1-year-old baby after a shocking scene in Hialeah.
A good surveillance video shows the baby's mom snatching the toddler from her arms and taking off.
And let's get right to Local 10's Rush Lowe live in Hialeah with the very latest for us tonight. Rush?
Can you even imagine being this woman? She's driving along in Hialeah. The next thing you know, she says she sees this baby falling out of a car. She rushes in. She rescues the baby. She's holding the baby. She's calling police. Then the mom jumps in, grabs the baby from her. All of this is caught on camera. It's 8:30 Thursday evening on the side of the road in Hialeah, and the video captures it all. A Good Samaritan, say police, calls the cops and says a 1 to 2-year-old little girl was thrown out of the car. You can see her holding the baby and you can hear her. And then the child's mom, say cops, comes up and says,
That is my baby. Okay,
"This is my baby." The mom, identified by police as Tashay Mills, took off with the baby. Police put out this flyer looking for mom and little girl. Officers worked all night and located mom Tashay Mills in Miramar, the child in Opelika. Cassidy Mills was taken to the hospital.
When we received a call that a 1-year-old child was thrown from a moving vehicle. The witness who observed it was behind them. She saw a child on the ground, physically hurt. She picked up the child. She moved to a safer location off the road where she attempted to help her and call 911.
You can see how the child is grabbed.
oh my God!
Police now have mom in custody. They're questioning her. No official charges yet, but charges are pending, they say. The video brings you right into the moments following a frightening sight, a baby on the side of the road. It is still unclear if the child was thrown out of the car or fell out of the car, say police.
Northwest 37th Avenue and Northwest 4th Street. Complaint is advising a baby was thrown out of a vehicle.
What we do know is how the call came in.
I'm not giving you this baby.
What we can see are the moments after that witness calls police. Okay, now the very latest from the Hialeah Police Department. We understand this little girl, this 1-year-old girl, is at Jackson North Medical Center at this hour. We understand detectives are there. DCF, Department of Children and Families, are there. And right now, Hialeah Police consulting with the state attorney's office.
When you're holding this little baby, what are you thinking?
How in the world? I was just more in shock than anything.
She was seen in surveillance video holding a baby that had either been thrown or fell out of a car in Hialeah last week, but this woman, a mom herself, couldn't believe her eyes.
It's a picture that I never imagined having to actually witness, never mind go through. Child neglect, child abuse, hurting kids when they don't know any better is just, to me, it just touches home a little bit, but not only that, it's sad.
The child had gravel on her face and I think blood on her head.
The child's mom, Tashay Mills, in bond court.
She pushed the victim out of the car because she spilled shampoo in the car. And that's after hitting her.
Okay, I'm not giving you this baby.
Back to the video, Mills grabs the baby from the Good Samaritan. Tashay Mills took off with the baby. A flyer was put out by police, and police were able to track down Mills in Miramar. The child, Cassidy Mills, was found in Opelika.
When you first held on to this baby, what were you saying to this baby?
I was just asking if she was okay. I wanted to see if I could get any sound out of her.
Regardless of what goes on in the criminal case, you're going to have a special bond with this child.
I thought about that, actually. I thought about that. I honestly just hope she's recuperating well, and I thank God so much that me and my boyfriend went there that night.
On that last video, if we need to, I'll go back and fix the volume later. But overall, my biggest point, this is another clear example of somebody who clearly does not care about their child, shouldn't be a parent, and with the fact that she has all of these cases and has a history, how do you even continue to get to be a parent, not be deemed unsuitable? Where's the biological father at? He needs to go get custody or something. Like, this little girl is definitely in danger. But people like this shouldn't be parents, and they shouldn't be in our society. I would hope that after this, that maybe they can give her like 15 years, 10 to 15 years in prison. This is almost second-degree murder. You made a snap judgment that could have cost your daughter her life. I think you could maybe get second-degree murder, attempted second-degree murder. That ought to at least get you 20 years, 15 to 20 years. But I digress. I hope the little girl can recover and grow up and become something great. And maybe when she becomes older, can go back and watch this video and know what I've said, and I've advocated for her, and I'm on her side, not her mother. And this mother, alleged mother, is only just a portal to allow her to be in this life. But that is not a mother. That's not a parent. That is a horrible individual. And I hope that you never forgive your mother for that, ever, for any reason. Because she could have caused your death and ended your life. So shout out to the people that jumped into that situation, to the boyfriend that was hopping out the car, that was the woman who helped the little girl's boyfriend. Shoot, if it were me, I would have absolutely have intervened. You would not have left with that child at all. But that's just me, just my thoughts, just something to think about. But keep that little girl in your prayers and pray that alleged mother gets a lot of time in prison. Thank you guys for listening. Leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Thank you.